Did you know that your success is inevitable? What I mean by that is no matter what paths you're going to take, no matter what choices you're going to make, the success that is laid out for you is inevitable and it's going to happen. It's not a matter of whether it's going to happen, it's actually a matter of when and how. What's the journey going to be like? I strongly believe that when a woman has a legacy and a vision that she holds for herself, what happens is that she makes that decision and she feels it on a very deep level. Now, if the resources aren't there for her, that's going to be challenging.
When you're in a space of teaching, coaching, leading, you're always perceived position of power. Like you have the answer, you are the one, who everyone leans on. You're the one that people come to for solutions. Oftentimes, it can feel really lonely out there. It can feel isolating. It can feel as though you're constantly pouring out and you don't always feel refilled.
I didn't have a clue how to start. I didn't have the structure. I have the material in my mind, but I didn't have the structure.
Before we decided to come together and work on my offer and the specifics and what it was going to look like and how it was going to be structured, I have to tell you, I was feeling extremely overwhelmed and a little bit depressed. I felt like I could not articulate what the heck. Like I knew in my heart what I wanted to do. I knew how I wanted to serve. I know the aspects of my offer that are extremely transformative for my clients.
Before working with Hala, when I would approach the more practical 3D aspects of building a funnel or creating a webinar or simply writing very specific pieces of copy, my body would just go into dread because I don't do well with living in the 3D at all. It cuts me off from God and actually makes me cry. I would find that my body would fill with dread and my vibration would drop before approaching these tasks.
Hi, I'm Hala and I'm the founder of the Fearlessly Authentic Boss Lady. I didn't always know that I was going to be an entrepreneur. I always felt like there was going to be something else that I was going to do. My job, my role, never felt like it existed. It felt like I was going to have to create and invent a job to suit me. None of the jobs that existed felt like the job for me. When my daughter was 3 weeks old, I was sitting down, I was breastfeeding, and I just entered the entrepreneurial space. I just realized at that point in time that that was something that I could do, that I could build my own business and my own legacy. And that was very exciting for me at first. But then what started to happen was I felt like it was wrong or unacceptable for me to be a woman in business whilst holding a little baby in my arms. And I felt pressure to have everything figured out and to be showing up like a polished off professional person. What I noticed in my time entering the entrepreneurial space and starting out business for the first time ever was that there is no one to talk to about your specific, unique vision and circumstances, and that was hugely challenging for me. The more and more I went into the entrepreneurial space and coached other women, the more I noticed that this was actually, and still is, a huge deficiency. There isn't anyone out there to really listen to you, and then based off of listening to your vision, listening to your story, listening to your legacy, your passions, your desires, then helping you shape your business. What I also see that happens to be a problem or a challenge is that there aren't enough coaches and mentors out there that really listen to you and see you and understand where you're at before they start telling you what to do. So I had to battle against the fear of being judged as a woman with not all of my stuff figured out. But I still needed to make money for my family. I still needed to I still needed to follow my desire of helping people. Even though I had kids on each arm, I still wanted to be a part of the world and to project myself into the world, and by doing so to be lavishly paid, generously paid for the work that I do. Whether you are just starting out or you are actually scaling and that you've been at this game for a while, I see too many women right now in the online entrepreneurial business space projecting and pushing themselves into an overly masculine structure and model, who, when they are speaking to a woman like you, trying to really honor your work, to streamline it, to expand it, and what's going on is you're receiving information and instructions and strategies that weren't made for you, and wondering why they feel unfulfilled, why the clients are not coming in, why the money isn't coming in. And the reason why none of these things are coming in is because of that process where you've been fitting yourself around a program, fitting yourself around a blueprint, fitting yourself around a strategy. And that needs to change, because we women have a lot of things going on in our lives, and you can run business in a feminine way, in a way that does honor and embrace everything that's going on in your life, like nursing one child in one arm and another one in the other arm whilst on a video call. That might sound outrageous and ridiculous to most people. Being fearlessly authentic boss lady is about really honoring your journey, your vision, your legacy, and allowing that to shape your strategy, allowing that to shape the way you show up, the way you engage your clients, your audiences, the way that you structure your business model, the way that you purchase platforms and services to scale and automate your business. I know you and I see you and I understand that you have a vision for yourself. There's something inside of you, a fire that you are feeling, and this desire to help people, to make an impact, to make a difference. And that is incredible, and I love that about you, and I can see that, and I'm so proud of you, my love. You are amazing.
Everybody that I've seen prior to Hala had like a sort of a formula, one size fits all kind of attitude, and then I had to readapt it to my own program. Whereas with Hala, she did something completely the opposite. She adapted her program to fit me. Also understanding who I am and making that the beginning instead of trying to fit into the mold that was been given to me previously. And this is why this time it made a difference.
Just recognizing that sometimes your environment doesn't have what you need to grow. And you need to find a safe space where you can get what you need to grow. And that's what you gave me. You gave me a really safe space where I could talk about my dreams, talk about my ambitions, talk about the things that I wanted to learn, the things that I wanted to do, where I was.
I like to consider you as the ultimate queen of reframe. I could always rely on bringing any experience I was having to you that I may be struggling with and feel in a deep way that I feel lost in. And you're able to simultaneously meet me there while also just karate chopping the shit out of it and just turning it literally on its head in a way that I'm like, oh, duh.
So if you want to take control and take into your hands your legacy, your vision, and what you want to see yourself doing, then it's time to click on the button below so that you can see what I have available to you. I have a broad range of support, whether you are just starting out and you don't really know where to begin, or whether you are already running a really successful business and you need and want to just reconnect with your authenticity. Whether you want to land your first ever client, or whether you want to land your 100th or 1000th client. But the point is, it's all about authenticity. It's all about saying yes to yourself. It's all about being fully heard, seen, and honored on your journey as a unique and powerful boss lady. So click on the button below and I will show you the offers that I have available to you. Okay? Take a deep breath with me. And just remember that your success is inevitable. So click on the button and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.
I was sick. I was stressed about money. My credit card had just been stolen and my cash flow was like zilch. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to just get by. And then when we had our session, pretty much straight after that, I put into place the strategy that we came up with. And within 24 hours, I had $4,000 worth of sales, just renew contracts that I hadn't even asked them about. And I had overdue payments from government departments come through. It was like it just unlocked the flow of money. It was crazy.
I mean, I love how you reflect back everything, because it really makes me feel like I'm heard, and also come out the other side of the session feeling like, oh, I know how to resolve these issues now.
Another thing that you helped me see is how what I thought were obstacles were actually amazing opportunities to trust myself, to look beyond the present circumstances and to see what was going on behind that.
Can't recommend Hala strong enough to any woman entrepreneur.
She really understands messaging in a profound way. She understands graphics in a profound way. She's the queen of funnels.
You'll also feel like you have a guide, someone that's going to help you stay true to what it is you want to do, someone who's not going to force some cookie cutter system on you, but they're going to help you design your own unique system, something that's right for you. That's what Hala does. She makes sure you are staying true to your authenticity, to who you are, to how you want to show up.
Have a kindness about your soul that shows up every time, and you really believe in your people even when they might not believe in themselves. Anybody that engages with you on any level is really lucky.
You are a gem. You are seriously an ancient soul in a modern body, you know, like you seriously, like, and it has been an absolute beautiful pleasure to know you, to engage with you, and like I am so excited to watch us grow together.
I have nothing but the biggest respect and thanks for her incredible gift.
It's a really, Hala, it's an extraordinary skill set. I haven't encountered anyone who does it quite like that. It's amazing.
It feels like, you know, I'm the only client in the world for her. And I know that's not true, but it feels so unique and so precious. And I love that.
I'm so glad I chose you.